Alright guys, this is Caleb, and we are doing Python D335 Introduction to Programming in Python. We're using the Zybooks Practice Test 2, Practice Lab 4, so 30.4. I did already get this stuff pre-typed, and I did it earlier, but I accidentally had I tried to put in the decimal, and it's an input. It's an integer. I was trying to test to see if it would print out more than point zero something, if that makes sense, but I can't get it to. So in this one, it is task: create a solution that accepts 3 integer inputs representing the base, b1 and b2, and height h, measurements of a trapezoid in meters. Output the exact area of the trapezoid in square meters as a float value. So this is important, square meters. The exact area of a trapezoid can be calculated by summing the two bases, multiplying the sum by the height, and then dividing by 2. One thing I did earlier, okay, let's just go with the trapezoid formula, which it gives you, which is so nice because you don't have to memorize this going into the exam, but and you can literally copy and paste it with some changes, and I'll show you those changes here in a second. So you have a double parentheses b1 plus b2 times height parentheses divided by 2, because obviously you want the b1 and b2 to add before the height is times, and you want all that to be done before it divides. A little PEMDAS action. So the sample input and output, if the input is 3, 4, and 5 for base 1, base 2, and height, the expected output is 17.5 square meters. So once they wanted to say trapezoid area is 17.5 square meters. Okay, that's very important, because that's usually how they want it exactly. Okay, like I said, this makes my life easy. I will show you how to do this here in a second. So what we're going to do is area, base. Oh my god. Learn how to type, Caleb. Boom. Very easy. The only reason you have to change, or what you have to change, is you have to make it match this. So they already have it pre-typed as base 1, base underscore 2, and height, base underscore 1, I should say. So now we add the inputs. I'm going to just, obviously they all want them integers, and even though it'll result as a float, you don't have to worry about making these floats. Integers will you still convert to a float after the math equation is done, even though they were previously integers. If that makes sense. I was testing it down here, trying to get an integer out of it, or trying to get a big float, but I couldn't seem to do that. So now we'll just do the output, which this is a very short video, or a shorter video for it. This one's pretty easy. So we're gonna print. They have it pretty close actually. F, because we're doing the function. We're gonna do trapezoid area. They want that lowercase. Then we're gonna do area, and then we're gonna do square meters, just like they told us to up here, because that's how they want the output. They said trapezoid area. Make sure everything's spelled right. 7, whatever the result is, whatever the area is, I should say, and then square meters. All right, so let's test this code. Okay, well, we did something wrong. That's what we did wrong. I don't know how that. Oh, I got it from here. Oops. Yeah, there should not be a parentheses there. Don't know why there is. Because that's not the right formula, I don't think. Anyway, yeah, it's nice that it tells you there's an error, but let's just run that. All right, so we're gonna go 3, 5. Oh no, what have I done? Let's just do 5. Oh God, I love. You can test your code on the test, so that's very nice to know. one of the reasons I passed my SQL exam is because I kept running the code. There's one I could not remember, like the coding for it. I just couldn't remember the like it's been a while. So the specific code that I had to type in, um, and so I just literally kept spamming run, and I would just retry words because I couldn't remember how to set it up, and so I just kept spamming run until I didn't get any result, and I was like, oh, let's go. So you can do that on the exam, but as you can see, if input is 3, 4, and 5, the output is trapezoid area is 17.5 square meters, and that's what we got. So you can test it again if you'd like. Keep testing it against different things. I did want to see if I could get one that's like, let's do 16, and let's do 20, and then let's do it by a number that would give us a fraction, or give us like a. Let's do. Dang. All right, let's try this again. 20, and let's go. Oh, I can't do that. 3. Dang. Okay, we tried. I do forget that I'm plussing these and I'm timesing the height, and it's still going to be divided by 2, so I don't really think you could make it into any other of a float, or like a deeper float. I don't know why I was trying to do that. I was just trying to see if there's another way to code this. But it all turns out right, so in the end, we are good. This is the solution.